Today we're going to be VOD reviewing one of my private students. This is Tib. Let's see how you've been doing there, buddy. Holy. Nice. Seems to be doing pretty good. Slight inconsistencies here and there, I see. But it's getting better. Let's hop in the VOD. This was dangerous. Because they could have been one here. Well, I mean, I guess there is one here. He's just not in a spot that would immediately kill you. Thank you. So you just need to be careful. When you get right here, you need to be taking this a bit more cautiously instead of running in. So immediately put yourself in a really bad spot here. You should play back a little bit. So you should be playing the pillar behind you. Because right here, you're stuck because you can't get over this unless you jump. So you can only move left, but you need to be able to disengage here because after you hit the headshot, you need to dip rather than standing still. Classic's not that good at long to medium ranges, it's a close range weapon. So it's not going to be that accurate. You hit the first headshot, you need to just be okay with doing that amount of damage and just getting out. Right here your team's ecoing, you shouldn't be buying a rifle. You're going to stagger your eco. So you need to make sure that you buy in line with your team. At most, I'd go light shield, buy full util, and then maybe grab a stinger.
One enemy remaining.
You're doing good, but you just need to be mindful of the angles.
One enemy remaining.
Right here you're still super exposed, but you shouldn't be turning away from the enemy. If you wanted to fight towards mid, or look towards mid, then you would need to take a side on either pillar. Or like go back side, but not too far back so that way you're not exposed to cave. And you didn't really even need to turn here.
Nice try. One enemy remaining.
Yeah, you should have kept on the front. You didn't necessarily do anything too bad. The only thing that you did bad here was that, so like you notice they're here, and then I believe you sprint, right? Or do you? No, you kind of just walk. You just need to keep in mind that you've seen the firewall. So you see the firewall right here and there. You know Phoenix is there. You need to be very careful for that flash. As soon as he hears you, he's gonna pop it. So I feel like I just don't have your mic. I don't think I can hear you. That or you're just not making any pre-rounds or talking, period. Oof. Panicked a little bit here. So, you see all that blue? You were moving way too much. Just take your time. If he kills you, he kills you. It's an ultimate, it's fine. But you just need to take your time on those shots, or just don't peek them. So really, you never want to wide swing mid like that. Like, just look how far you are. By now, they're like, they can walk up here. But there could be anyone in a line just right here. You need to cut the pie. So take it in segments. Like check here, check here, check here, check here. Then that's like the proper way to do it. You won't end up dying. Going for a flank. I like it. I like it even more.
Spike planted.
Looks like we're still having trouble controlling.
Stalking. Stalking. Running low.
Yeah, we still have a bit of a control issue with your aim. See how you take this fight mid. So far so good. And not good. So you stopped moving. Right here, good to tuck. Now you should, right here, tuck and then swing wide. So right when he gets into this, tuck and then swing. You want to come out to like this pillar. That's how far you want to swing, because then he'll be shooting over here. His spray is going to be awful. If he hits you, he hits you. That's Valorant, but you want to make it to this pillar and then shoot him.
Stalking. Stalking. Running low. Gotta go.
I don't think I agree with these.
Stalking. Stalking.
Because like you didn't get anything off that. And this slide is very dangerous. Because this wall you don't know how many people are here. You just slide right in front of everybody. So I don't think you stun this unless he pops up here. Don't stun. Not really much to go over there. Your fights are just getting a little sloppy. The last VOD I reviewed from you, you actually had really good fights for the most part. Like your movement was pretty good. Yeah, you weren't standing still too often, but now you're just kind of like, it's like your head's not in the game.
Go, go, go.
Good.
Go, go, go.
Jumping up there's a little dangerous just because top mid right here.
Taken out.
But since it was clear, it's fine.
Gotta go.
I would just have someone whip you before you do something like that. In case they swing.
I'm out of here. Shortcut.
You shouldn't have abandoned in your cypher like that. It's better to go together. Like, yeah, your team went with Spike over there. But with your cypher alone, if he dies, then it's oh well. But then you died, he couldn't trade you there either, so it just overall wasn't very great. Yeah, and this is what I mean with jumping up here. Jumping up here is just way too dangerous to actually just do. Any higher elo, he probably just would have tapped you immediately. Well, really the biggest thing with this VOD for the most part was just your gunfights. There's not too much to go over. It's just mainly the gunfights. You were just standing still a lot. You need to recognize who you were fighting be cautious of their utility. So, you gotta be aware of what your enemy's playing. You got flashed by Phoenix. I think it was about 2 or 3 times in mid. You seen him that he was there. I'm pretty sure 2 times for sure because of his wall. So keep in mind who you're playing against and play around their utility. Be patient with your gunfights. Um, I do remember telling you last time that you need to be faster. That's more of you need to focus and attempt to hit the target faster, but you can't forsake your accuracy. So just as quickly as you can, but as accurately as you can. It's really, really difficult if you don't have a strong fundamental aim skill. And I know for you it's also like a hardware issue. So you get pretty much a pass on this one for now until you can get your mouse. But just keep in mind, be patient. Main part of this was just from that fight with Neon, where you just like were full panic mode and you whiffed all over the place. And just make sure to focus. You kind of seemed very out of it in this VOD, because in the other VOD you were like super dialed in, but this one you weren't. You didn't seem like you were fully there. But hopefully it helped. I feel like I wasn't able to pull too much from this VOD, so I apologize. But yeah, that'll be it for this VOD. I want to thank you for your submission.